الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله على آله وصحبه ومن تمسك بسنته بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, after praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and sending the salutation alayhi salatu wassalam and upon his family, his companions, and upon all those who follow upon his guidance into the establishment of the last day. One, Allahumma inna na'udhu bika min ilmi la wa min qalbin la yakhsha wa min nafsin la tashba wa min du'a la yusma. Verily, Allah, we seek refuge with you from knowledge that has no benefit, and from a heart that has no fear, and from a soul that has no satisfaction nor contentment, and from other goes unanswered, and from a du'a that goes unanswered. To proceed يا إخوان فنواصل معكم في هذه الليلة المباركة الكريمة من الرحمن الرحيم. So we continue in this blessed and noble night of the 8 and the assistance of our Lord, the most merciful and the most compassionate. كنا متعلمين من اللغة العربية as we continue to learn and educate ourselves, deriving benefit from the science of the Arabic language, فَلِأَصْحَابِ الْكُتُبِ. So for those who have the book, we have arrived at page number 137. 137. طيب. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رابعا, fourthly, meaning exercise. أجب كما في النموذج. Answer, reply, it comes in the pattern, in the example. ماذا تريد أن تشتري? What do you want to buy? خبزا. أريد أن أشتري خبزا. He says, I want to buy خبزا. I want to buy bread. طيب. عندنا الآن. So now the following sentence. اكتبوا هذه الجملة. Right? ماذا تريد؟ ماذا تريد أن تشتري؟ ماذا تريد أن تشتري؟ What do you singular want? ماذا تريد أن تشتري? Do you want to buy? What do you want to buy? ماذا تريد أن تشتري? What do you masculine want to buy? قبل أن فعل أراد يريد. We learned the verb before أراد يريد. To want or he wants. We learned the verb of أراد and يريد, to want or he wants. To want or he wants. يريد. أراد in the ماضي, in the tense. يريد in the مضارع, in the present tense. Means to want. أراد يريد means to want. Can also mean to dare. No. So he says تريد أن تشتري. ماذا تريد أن تشتري? What do you want to buy? اشترى في الماضي, يشتري في المضارع. The verb اشترى means to purchase. The verb اشترى اشترى. The verb اشترى. Buy. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله. اشترى عند الماضي يشتري. مضارع يشتري means like to buy, to purchase. It's to buy. يشتري مضارع. In the past اشترى. In the present اشتري. So he says ماذا تريد أن تشتري. ماذا تريد أن تشتري. What do you want to buy? What do you want to buy? فقال أريد. So now you're going to reply as if you're the question, one being questioned. Yes, أريد أن أشتري خبزا. I want to buy bread. I want to buy bread. أريد أن أشتري خبزا. I want to buy bread. I want to buy bread. I want to purchase, or I want to buy bread. طيب. الآن ما إعراب خبزا؟ What's the grammatical خبز؟ شيخنا كيف؟ نعم. لا بأس. أبا زبير ما هو the grammatical down خبزا؟ Got it. طيب خبز here يا إخوان not the خبر. خبز here would be مفعول به. المفعول به. So خبزا is المفعول به. المفعول به is the accusative noun that the action of the verb fell on. المفعول به. المفعول به. Accusative noun that the action of the verb fell on. يسمى في العربية المفعول به. In Arabic this is what المفعول به. طيب, so now we're going to add the sentence. This is our sentence. ماذا تريد أن تشتري? What do you want to buy? And then you're going to buy with the رسالة. We're going to change. We're going to add a sentence. Or we're going to add the word that they want us to use to the sentence. What do you want to buy? Then you want to say, I want رسالة. أريد أن أشتري. And then you're going to add. Right? So here, number one, I'll read the sentence and we're going to take turns to answer. Alright, I'll read it. Abu Zubayr. ما تريد أن تكتب? What do you want? What do you want to write? جميلا. أريد أن أكتب. Remember your N, the مضارع is going to be منصوب. أريد أن. So this N makes the مضارع منصوب. أريد أن أكتب رسالة. جميلا. I want to buy. Oh, عفوا. I want a book. أريد أن أكتب رسالة. نعم. يا أخوان make it more clear. أريد أن بسم الله بضمة. أريد أن. So the N is going to be مضارع منصوب. I want to buy. Oh, I want to write a letter. I want to write a letter. أحسن. لابلس. طيب شيخنا كيف؟ ماذا تريد أن تقرأ؟ What do you want to read? أحسنت. أريد أن أقرأ كتابا. أحسنت. I want to read. أريد أن أقرأ كتابا. جميلا. أريد أن أقرأ كتابا. I want to read a book. أحسنت. So the N here حرف النصب is a particle of the accusative case, makes the مضارع منصوب. So instead of أقرأ becomes أقرأ. أقرأ. No. أحسنت. طيب الثالثة number 3 it is tonight. طيب لا بأس. طيب أبو زبيد تفضل. ماذا تريد أن تشرب أو أن تشرب فتحة. What do you want to drink? Oh, hold on. I think I skipped the Ikhwan. Afwan, hold on. It should. ماذا تريد أن تتناول? What do you want to take? ما شاء الله. أريد أن أتناول. أحسنت. I want juice. نعم. أريد أن أتناول عصيرا. جميلا. أريد أن أتناول عصيرا. I want to partake juice, meaning I want to drink juice. Partake, it can be used for food or drink or medicine to put something in your mouth. The N حرف نصب makes مضارع منصوب, makes the مضارع منصوب. تناول instead of أتناول. أحسنت. طيب شيخنا كيف الرابعة نمبر ماذا تريد أن تشربه؟ What do you want to drink? أريد أن make it a فتحة أشربه because it's talking to here. And أريد أن أشربه. What do you want to drink? أحسنت. شايا. جميل. Number 4 you should have أريد أن يا إخوان أريد أن أشرب شايا. I want to drink tea. أريد أن أشرب شايا. I want to drink tea. أحسنت. أريد أن أشرب شايا. طيب الخامسة number 5 ما تريد أن تأخذ. What do you want to take?
أريد أن أخذ
نقودا. نقودا. نقودا here is money. نقود is money. Dollars. نقود. نقود. Where is the money? نقود. No. نقود is money. So it says أريد أن آخذ نقودا. هذا let's make this bigger one. طيب أريد أن آخذ نقودا. I want to take money. طيب أن حرف النصب a particle of accusative case يجعل المضارع منصوبا. It's the مضارع accusative آخذ because of the N. آخذ because of the N. أحسنتما. May Allah bless you both. خامسا exercise number 5 what I did there. Listen and repeat. Listen and repeat. طيب what do we have Sister Nadira and the brothers? We're going to take inshallah ta'ala. I'll say it, you say it. I'll say you say it. طيب Abu Zubair can be number 1. I'll say you. ذهب إبراهيم.
ذهب إبراهيم.
اذهب يا إبراهيم. يذهب إبراهيم. So that's how you're going to go from the ماضي to the أمر to the مضارع. Past tense, the command tense, and the مضارع. ذهب إبراهيم. اذهب يا إبراهيم. يذهب إبراهيم. فضل أبو زبير the whole thing.
ذهب إبراهيم. يذهب يا إبراهيم. يذهب إبراهيم.
أحسنت. طيب سيدنا ناديرة Muhammadun iqra ya Muhammad. It seems they have an error here. They have Muhammad and then they have Mahmud. So it appears that they made an error here. Either all three should be Muhammad or all three should be Mahmud. قرأ محمود اقرأ يا محمود يقرأ محمود سنذيرة.
قرأ محمود اقرأ يا محمود يقرأ محمود.
ما شاء الله محمود جميلا. طيب let's give a benefit on إذا الاسم يكون اسم if the noun the proper noun اسم علم منون or منون if it has a ضمة or if it has a ضمتان مثلا give you money نعيم أو محمود. طيب محمود they are both منون, they both have a tanween. They both end in tanween. Not every proper name or proper noun, نعم, if it ends in tanween, علي. If it ends in tanween, ونضيف حرف يا, and we place the ya in front of it, it becomes منون. Now it does not end in tanween. So if the name initially ends in tanween, محمود, نعيم, علي, محمد, هكذا, and thus forth, and you add the ya, now the tanween is omitted. So you say نعيم, يا محمود, يا علي, وهكذا. So if it ends in a tanween and you add ya, the ya omit tanween. So pay attention there. That's a grammatical point. If the name is not غير منون, if it does not end in tanween, then it stays the same. If you say Aishatu, Aishatu, then you say yeah, it stays the same because Aisha is غير منون, it doesn't end in tanween, so it stays the same. Yeah, Aishatu stays the same. So if it ends in tanween, you add the ya, the tanween is omitted, and it becomes غير منون without ending in tanween. Wallahu a'lam, and Allah knows best. Yeah, turn. Abu Zubayr, Sharib Abdullah, Ishrab. This will be a mistake. Either they all are Allah or they all are Ismail. They all are Abdullah or they all are Ismail. Sharib Abdullah, Ishrab ya Abdullah, Sharibu Yashrabu Abdullah. No.
شرب عبد الله اشرب يا عبد الله يشرب عبد الله.
Ahsant. طيب, Shariba means to drink. طيب, another benefit. Shariba means to benefit from. Shariba means to drink. Shariba, to drink. It can also mean to benefit from. benefit. Say, شربت من علم الشيخ. I drank from the knowledge of the sheikh, meaning I benefited from the knowledge of the sheikh. Say, شربت من الدرس. I, mashallah. شربت من الدرس. I drank the lesson, meaning I learned, I benefited from the lesson. I drank, meaning I benefited from the class. So share means to drink, but it can also be to learn, to benefit from. You say, did you from the lesson? What do you mean drink from the lesson? Did you learn something? Did you benefit? You say, oh, naam, I drank from the lesson. So shayba can also mean to drink. So a word can have a different meaning, but it can be used. Like in fiqh, the word madhab, you say, what's your madhab? Meaning, what's your position? Say to someone, ma madhabuka. Ma madhabuka. What's your madhab? It could be what's your school of thought. It can also mean what is your position? What is your position? So it depends on how the sheikh, how he's using it. Or it can have multiple meanings. No. Sheikh Mukbir rahimahullah, he used to use the word na'am as like a filler word. His audios in his classes, he says na'am, yes, a lot. He's not answering your question. He's using like a filler word. Like in English, when we say uh, the sheikh says na'am. To him, na'am, mada. He also used the word. So we got it from. We say this a lot. Copy of our sheikh. Mada. When you make a fumble, you give it's a filler word. Na'am. يقول الله تعالى. Na'am. It's like a filler. When you want to say or na'am. Some of the brothers, they say yeah. That's a mistake. You hear many of the students of knowledge, or many of the general public, they use the word ya'ani, ya'ani, ya'ani as a filler. This is not a filler word. Ya'ani actually has a meaning. It means he means, or to mean. So that shouldn't use that as a filler word like that. Ya'ani, ya'ani. But it's understood when someone does that. He should use other filler words. Or like a dua. You're talking and you go blank, or you need a filler word. You say, Barakallahu fikum. May Allah bless you. Make a dua. That's awesome also. Sheikh Uthaymeen says tayyib a lot as his filler word. So different speakers, they use different filler words. طيب. Ibrahim, salam alaikum.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله يا شيخ.
كيف أنت إله؟ How are you tonight يا أخي?
الحمد لله بخير وأنت.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So remember, ya ikhwan, my brother said, well, how do I use the word ya'ani? Ya'ani means to mean. If we have in a class, for example, sometimes I ask you guys questions. And then Ibrahim, and he gives an example. And then Sister Nadira, she says, ya'ani. I say, who can help him out? Who can help him out? And then the sister says, ya'ani Ibrahim. Says, what Ibrahim meant was such and such and such and such. That's how it's used. She says, Ya'ani Ibrahim. Ibrahim meant such and such. You read Bukhari and you say, what is it saying? And then you say, Ya'ani al-Bukhari كذا وكذا وكذا. You say, Bukhari meant that. So it means to mean. The ya is for huwa. If you want to say what I meant, you got the alif. Say, we're giving a class, we give an example. Sheikh Nakir says, give us an akhi. And I say, طيب أعني يا إخوان كذا وكذا وكذا. I say what I mean, oh my brothers and sisters, is such and such and such. Like that. So يعني Ibrahim meant such and such. Al-Bukhari meant or means such and such and such and such. طيب والله أعلم. تفضلي. طيب. Alright, what about the mu'annath? طيب. Say I want to say she. You do it like a madar. It's the verb. Ana is in past. Ana and the madar. Yani ana he means in the past or he meant. Yani he means. So she, you use the ta. So you say you're giving a class, the sister replies, and then Abu Zubair helps her out or explains it. He says, Ta'ani ya ikhwan, kada wa kada wa kada. So this ta'ani, the ta is for she. Abu Zubair says, Ta'ani, she means such and such and such and such. The ta for here can be for anta and also. So you deal with it like you deal with the madari. So ta'ani means she. Oh brother, such and such. Remember that alif on the madari verb. Every time you see the alif, it's always going to na. Always. If the verb is the madari, that's a principle. Yeah, let's write that down. Ra. الألف في رأس المضارع هي لأنا. Anytime إذا نرى, if we see the alif at the start of the مضارع على رأسي, at the head of the مضارع, is for I. Is for I. Memorize يا إخوان tremendously grammar and the مضارع, not the in the present tense verb. If you see the alif, you see for example that alif aktubu is I. This alif let you know who's doing it. I am writing. I am writing. Adurusu. I am studying. Alif is always going to be for I on the madari. On the madari. والله أعلم. الله knows best. طيب نواصل. Let's continue.
1 second. Can you slide down?
Slide down.
One
Up or down?
William, go.
I or there.
One more. Right there, right there.
طيب. So ana or ana, there's a meaning.
Oh, right, gotcha. Thanks. That'll go.
وفيكم. So ta'ani can be ta and it can also be hiya. Mean or it can be she means. طيب, let's continue يا اخوان. Whose turn? Number one, Abu Zubayr. سكن عثمان اسكن يا عثمان يسكن عثمان. نعم أبو زبير تفضل. لا بأس.
سكن عثمان
مم. جميلا. طيب, remember يا اخوان, سكن has a few meanings. سكن can mean to live. سكن to dwell, to live. It can also mean to become. سكن to live. It can also be to be calm, to relax. Take it easy. Say to the uskun, uskun. Take a breath, يا أخي. Take it easy. Relax. سكن عثمان or عثمان. عثمان relaxed. اسكن يا عثمان, relax. O عثمان. And يسكن عثمان. عثمان relaxing. No. So سكن can mean to live. It can also mean to relax. تفضل يا إبراهيم. فقع إبراهيم. تفضل يا شيخ.
At what point, or how do we know if sakana is the right word to use as if suppose base? At what point, how do you structure? How do you know if sakana will work in application or how it will work in application? How do you know?
That's a good question. Our brothers, some which word to use. Number one, you're always going to try to look how the Arabs use it. Remember, ya ikhwan, we're studying their language. So if we say something that the Arabs don't say it, or we say something that the Arabs don't say, then most likely we're saying it wrong. So for example, you have sakanun, you have baytun. Right. Second, baytun. They can mean exact same thing. Sakanun, baytun. Second can be a house, and bait be a house. So if you mean a house, you can use them both the same way. Now suppose a house just means somewhere to live. You mean a residence. Then you will use second. So he lives there, but it's not a house. So you would say second. A second can also be a dwelling place. A re- so one of the ways is to learn the word, understand the word, and then try your best to see how the Arab use the word. And then you get to the level of understanding what word is better here. Like for example, the word imra'atun and zawjatun. Like imra'atun and zawjatun. They mean the same. Imra can mean a woman, can also be a. When you mean wife, they both are allowed. Wife, oh yeah. But one is better. When you mean, they both can mean wife, but imra'a is better because you in the Quran, the word imra'a is used for wife more. So in English, when you say this is my woman, meaning my wife. So imra'a can mean wife. Imra'a to Imran. And the woman of Imran, meaning the wife. Back in the English, to say this is his woman, mean girlfriend like nowadays. No, there's no girlfriend in religion, ya ikhwan. In no religion. Not just the, it's not strange for the Muslims to get married. No. Girlfriend and boyfriend in no religion. That's made up. So the word woman means in most religious texts. Is woman. There's no girlfriend, so it can't mean that. So that's his girl. It can't mean girlfriend. That doesn't exist. So it means, so the word imra'a means woman. Means means wife. So imra'a means zawj. And in most religious texts, the word imra'a is used more. No. So imra'a is used more in religion. So that's a good question, Ibrahim. You try your best to see how out of say, for example. No. So let's continue, Ikhwan. قال سادسا. This one is going to be real easy for you, inshallah. Answer as it comes in the following example. خذ يا علي. Take the money, O Ali. Give us a word, shy. خذ الشاي يا علي. So our phrase is going to be خذ. خذ means to take. خذ means to take. خذ. خذ means to take. Talking to a female, you say خذي. 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 Take. The command form. To a male, خذ. To a female, خذي. So I want to say take. Now.
So this was a whole
طيب, if it's two people, you're talking to two men, you will say خذا. Huda. Two of them. Khudi, a female. Khudu, three more men. Khud, a man. So it would be unless you're talking to two of them. No. Two men or two. Khuda. Three or more women. Khudina. No. So now our phrase is going to be take, and we'll make it easy. Bring any name you wish, but use the yeah. Any name you wish. Did they bring us a name? Hold on, yeah, hold on. And each one? No. Bring any name you wish. Yeah, and then you bring the name. Yeah, Ibrahim, whatever name you wish. But bring the yeah. So any name you wish, but bring the yeah. We have a list of nouns. And we have our last reading. How many pages is my finish tonight, Ikhwan? I believe we can, inshallah. Two. Maybe not. Three. We might can, ya Ikhwan. Let's see, inshallah. How much time? 8:30? If not tonight, we'll definitely finish our next class, inshallah. 4 words. Each one is going to turn. I want you to practice. Bring any name you wish, but use the yeah. For example, you would say, خذ الماء يا فاطمة. خذ الماء يا فاطمة. Take the water, O Fatima. And then each one of you is going to read all 5. You can use the same name if you wish, or change it. That's better. Ibrahim can be number 1. Accent. السكر. Do the second one also. Sugar. So everyone, I want you all read all 5. Ibrahim, and then Shagir, then Nadira, then Abu Zubair. Each one of you read all 5. Accent. السكر. مفعول به. نعم. تفضل. لا. نعم.
اللحم يا إبراهيم.
أحسنت. الحليب.
خذي الحليب يا إبراهيم.
جميلا. الصابون. soap.
خذي الصابون يا إبراهيم.
جميلا جميلا. شيخ نكير تفضل. دورك. your turn. أحسنت. السكر. sugar. جميلا. اللحم. the flesh or the meat. ما شاء الله. جميلا. الحليب. ما شاء الله. جيد. الصابون. soap. جميلا. أحسنت أحسنت. good names. طيب سيستر ناديرة تفضل تفضلي. ما شاء الله. السكر. sugar.
يا محمد.
جميلا. اللحم. flesh or meat.
يا إبراهيم.
جميلا. الحليب. milk or yogurt.
حبيبة يا حسن.
جميلا. الصابون. soap.
صابون يا خالد.
ما شاء الله. جميل. أحسنتي أحسنتي. طيب على اسم سائرة أبو زبير تفضل.
كل الماء يا إبراهيم.
MashaAllah. Sukkar, sugar.
كل السكر يا أسامة.
MashaAllah. Send good name. Al-lahmu, flesh or meat.
كل اللحمة يا نجاة.
Jamilan. Al-halib, milk or yogurt.
الحليب يا ولد.
Oh, Jamilan. Ahsan. Al-sabunu, the soap.
الصابون يا.
MashaAllah. Jamilan, ikhwan. Alright, so now we have our last pages, inshallah. Not to be too long. We'll save them, inshallah, for our next reminder. For those that have the book, I want you to go back and read. Continue to read this last drill, this last dialogue. This will be the end of this book. Inshallah ta'ala, we're still deciding on the book. Uh, Either we're going to do the verse or the hadith book, inshallah. So we have a few days to decide. So I want you to go back or continue on page number 139. Read the last dialogue. So 2 more pages and we'll be done. But there's a lot of benefit therein, so not to be too long. We'll save that, inshallah, for Wednesday's class. We should finish this book by Wednesday, inshallah. And then on Monday, we'll have our exam. And then next Wednesday, we'll start either the hadith book or the Nahu book, inshallah. I would choose the hadith, inshallah, only because we did a little grammar already. We did a little bit of sarf already. We did some reading. We did some tafsir. The only thing we didn't do yet in this series so far is study hadith. So, inshallah, one of our brothers asked, but it may be a lot, is memorization. Yes, but you memorize to the best of your ability. We only have class 3 days a week, so you take your time. Alhamdulillah. We try to memorize the hadith of the Messenger of Allah, and we're going to extract the grammatical benefits also. So that's the only subject we didn't do yet. So most of the brothers and the students and the sisters, they chose the Nahu. I think that's just because it's real famous and popular. But we did a little bit of grammar already. So the only subject we haven't done yet so far is hadith. So to top it off, maybe we'll choose the hadith. At any rate, we're going to get to every subject, inshallah, in this series. If we start hadith first, or grammar first, or even sarf first, no problem. It's all knowledge, ya ikhwan. So inshallah, keep up the good work. So we should finish the book, inshallah, on Wednesday, inshallah ta'ala. I want you to read from now. Try to read the whole dialogue, and we're going to go back and explain, inshallah ta'ala. And the last page, I believe, is 142. Yeah, 142 is the last page. So we have 4 pages left to finish this class. And then we'll either have the test on today, or we may give Saturday as another day of muraja'ah, and we give the test on, we'll see, inshallah. And then we'll start the book, inshallah, either Monday or Wednesday. And may Allah bless you all.
Ustaz Sual in the list.
Fadali.
I'm not sure if you already discussed this, but I don't understand the difference between Uridu and Uridu an.
Yeah. Your sister's saying Uridu and Uridu an. Uridu by itself is just a verb. Uridu, I want. By itself, it just means want. Uridu means to want. Now, sometimes using the verbs, the two can be used. Went to the store to buy. I went to the class to listen. I walked to the car to get my keys. So that to in Arabic can be a few things. It can be an, and it can be li. Also be k. We'll get to that more in grammar. It could be an, e, and it can be k. They all mean two. Li, K. That's when you want to add the two. Say if you just want to say, I want bread. You don't have to say two. It's using I want two. Like in English, you may say, the person said, I'm going to the university. He says, why are you going to the university? He says, I'm going to the university to obtain my degree. That same to, the reason why you're doing it exists in Arabic. I want to. Just say I want to say I want to. Uridu. Say I don't want to say to. Uridu darasan. I class. They don't always have to say to. Uridu darasan. I want a lesson, a class. So now let's try with the two. I want two. So you add the two. Uridu ad-durusa. I want to learn. I want to study. So now we added the two. So it depends on what you're saying. But this two is not the two like you two or two people. It's the two of reasoning. Like it's mentioning you want to do it. Why? I want like that. But same thing. You can say uridu. Okay. Say if someone says, why do you want to go to the masjid? And you say, li ad-durusa. Study. Li right there also. So you can say and, you can say li, you can say k. Same thing. Why do you want? He says, k ad-durusa. In order or to study. K ad-durusa. And you can also use li k. That's up a little bit. You can put them together. You can put li and k together. K adurusa. Why did you go to the masjid? Li k adurusa. In order to study. To study. So uridu itself to want. Now say I want to go to the market. That two you can say n li or k like that. Or you can also say li k. Just have to say li or an or k. You can just say I want a class. I want a book, knowledge, like that. Depends on what you're saying. Now, someone says to you, "Mada to read? Do you want? Mada to read? What do you want?" You say, "Uridu asiran." I want juice. You don't always have to say to. It depends on how you're using it. Uridu asiran. I want juice. Like juice. وهكذا والله أعلم and Allah knows best. So inshallah ya ikhwan, our test won't be to ask about the test as this is her first test, inshallah. Also our brother Abdullah. Our test is too difficult, we just try to ask some general questions to make the people comprehending. Alhamdulillah. From what I see of all of you, you all do well, alhamdulillah. May Allah bless you all and raise you all. And then inshallah we'll start our level 2 inshallah. تفضل يا شيخ.
My question is, like you've always been encouraging us to write. In the case where you have vocabulary extent and you're unable to speak with someone or to be able to use the language with someone, and
Uh, I would probably encourage that person, number one, to try to get some companions or his family, or even if it's one person to talk with. I would tell that person to reach out, either get one person from your family, from the community, to dialogue with, to discuss with. If the person can't get no one, say they live in a certain area, they can't have no connection with no one, that happens. Yeah, Juan. I would tell that person to just speak to themselves. And you may laugh. Hey, that's another thing, yeah, Juan. Where most of you are now, and that's a good advice Sheikh Nakir is mentioning. For all of you now, hopefully, y'all may have exchanged contact. For example, the sisters may have contacted the brothers, to take time to just dialogue. It could be 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Doesn't have to be long, yeah, Juan. Everyone is busy. Everyone has family. Tayyip. No one can tell me that they're so busy they don't have 15 minutes. I can't believe that, yeah, Juan. No one can say that I'm so busy I don't have 15 minutes. I don't have 10 minutes. No one's going to believe that, yeah, Juan. We make ourselves busy for Facebook and social media and the gym and working out and playing ball and hanging out. We sleep 12 hours a day. So we have 15 minutes, yeah, Juan. So if I don't have a companion, I don't have a family member, then I will say to that person to speak to themselves. And this is something our beloved brother Dawradi, may Allah preserve him, used to give me years ago. And I remember just talking to myself. As I was an introvert, I think I'm still an introvert. I don't reach out that much yet. Juan, may Allah make me better. I'm kind of to myself a lot. May Allah make me better. So I used to talk to myself in Arabic. I would have a conversation to myself because I didn't have a lot of companions. I didn't have a lot of friends. And that advice goes back to our beloved brother Abu Dawradi. And I remember when I first got overseas, I would learn a phrase and I would say it to myself walking down the street. And people look at me like I was crazy in Yemen. But I was just practicing, talking to myself. So I would say, firstly, that person should try to reach out to get a companion. Or classmate would be better. A family member, Allahu Akbar. You have a wife, the wives have husbands. You'll be amazed, Ikhwan, how much we don't talk to our wives. You'll be amazed how much the wives don't talk to us. You'll be amazed. They can talk to their girlfriends for hours and hours and hours, and they barely talk to us. And likewise, we're the same. We talk to our companions for hours and hours and hours, and we barely talk to the women. So if you have a wife, take advantage. You have a husband, for the women, take advantage. You have a companion, take advantage. You guys have classmates. That's awesome. You guys can exchange numbers. Alhamdulillah. 10 minutes a day. Just have a dialogue. Tell me what you did today to the best of your ability in Arabic, and I'll do the same. Alhamdulillah. You'll be amazed how far that will go. You'll be amazed. At any rate, if you can't do that, you have no friends, no family, you're an introvert like I was, or like I am, I would say, talk to yourself. Make dialogues to yourself. Talk to yourself. كيف أنت؟ بخير الحمد لله وأنتم الله أكبر ذهبنا. I'm good at that. I used to practice this a lot. ذهبنا إلى المسجد. I went to the masjid. لماذا؟ ومن رأيت؟ Who did you see? رأيت هذا وذاك. I saw this one and that. You just have it yourself. And you'll be amazed at the benefit that you get there. That's what I would say to our brother. Wallahu alam. And Allah the Most High knows best. We'll stop there, ya ikhwan. وسبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. And may Allah continue to bless and raise you all. Asabtu famin Allah. Anything I said that's incorrect is from Allah. When asabtu famin that's correct is from Allah. When akhtatu min nafsi, anything I said incorrect is from myself. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.